What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. This is your boy CJ Talk Sports, aka Mr. Christian Jones, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a blessed morning. Hopefully your Mother's Day and your Mother's Day weekend was phenomenal. We're back at it, shooting another video on the Giants and recapping the Knicks game last night. First of all, Knicks, it's a great battle. You know, we fought hard. Lakers, arguably the top defense in the league, even without LeBron. Julius Randle, Derrick Rose, they did all they could, but in the end, we just didn't have enough scoring to put the Lakers away in the final stretch. And if you would have told me that we were going to lose to Taylor Horton Jr., I would take those chances 9 times out of 10. This was the one time where he actually got us. And listen, tough loss, it drops us to the 6th seed. But you know, we still have a couple of games left. Miami has a tough schedule. We can still get that 4-5 matchup against Atlanta. We just gotta handle our business. We're getting IQ and Burks back tomorrow. The Spurs are not going to be an easy out, but you know what? We're back home. We're coming off of a really good West Coast trip, and let's just get back to work. Get back to the swing of things. Take care of the Garden, and we should get home court in the first round of the playoffs. Now, getting back to the Giants, it's schedule day. Now, good news, bad news. As I'm sure you guys know this by now, we're not getting Philly week 1. Philadelphia, I don't know who tipped off the NFL, but they had to have slipped a nice payment to be like, hey, can you make sure that we don't play the Giants week 1? Anybody else, just not the Giants. So Philly, we'll see you guys down the line. You're still going to have to get this work. Okay, you're still going to be trash. You're still going to be god-awful. You're finishing last place in the division, so you can make fun of us all you want. We're clapping that ass this year, and this is just year 1 of you guys being the laughingstock of the league. Getting on to the schedule, we have some leaks, and the New York Giants have apparently figured out who we're playing week 1 and week 2. We start the year at home against Denver. Now, Denver is a very interesting matchup. We do have similar parallels. Obviously, it's the return of our legendary head coach, Pat Shurmur, who's coming back as the OC for the Denver Broncos. But also, we're facing another quarterback, potentially, that was in the same draft class as Daniel Jones. Drew Lock, who was in the same draft class as Daniel Jones, was picked in the 2nd round, I believe. Or maybe we faced Teddy Bridgewater. Let me just start off by saying, all these Aaron Rodgers rumors. Guys, Aaron Rodgers isn't going anywhere. He's not getting traded this offseason. If anything, the Packers are going to make a big move to appease Aaron Rodgers and get him to stay. There's no way the Packers are going to trade Aaron Rodgers this offseason, barring a miraculous trade offer. It would have to be something groundbreaking for Aaron Rodgers to not be a Packer this year. Now, it might happen, but I'm betting on 1,000,000,000 to 1 that actually happens. So, if anything, Aaron Rodgers sits out for the year, he does the Jeopardy thing, and the Packers just carry on without him. Or, like I said, they may pull off a big move that will appease Aaron Rodgers. Go trade for Odell Beckham. Go trade for Julio Jones. And try to get Aaron Rodgers back that way. Just lower his salary cap. Okay, extend his deal. Lower his salary. Lower his cap hit. And go get Julio or Odell Beckham. The Falcons are already potentially shopping Julio Jones at this point. You know, Odell doesn't want to stay in Cleveland. He wants to go And I mean, obviously now Cleveland has the chance to compete for a Super Bowl, but he wants to play with an elite quarterback. And Baker's good. Baker's really solid, but he's not at the same level of Aaron Rodgers. So Packers, go trade for Odell Beckham. You know, him and Devontae Adams will make a dynamic 1-2 punch combo. And let's not make this deal bigger than it needs to be. Aaron Rodgers is not going anywhere. Okay, so get it out of your heads that that the Giants are interested. The Giants, they'll make an offer, but they're not going to do anything serious. If that, he's not going to Denver. I don't see Denver pulling off this heist because the Packers, again, are not going to be in any hurry to trade Aaron Rodgers. No chance. Barring a miraculous offer, Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Packer till worst case scenario till next offseason. So now we find out who we play week 2. And according to Ralph Vancino, if I mispronounce your name, I am terribly sorry. But apparently, we get Washington week 2. The Washington football team, a team that we have consistently beaten every year. You know, Daniel Jones is 4-0 against the Washington football team, but this time I think it's going to be different. I mean, Washington is no joke. They've had an unbelievable offseason. I mean, Ron Rivera, clearly the head of that ship. They got a great coach. Their defense is phenomenal. They've upgraded their cornerback position, and what they've done in terms of adding playmakers, we'll see what Ryan Fitzpatrick does. I mean, I still think he's a stopgap. To me, Washington is still in need of their quarterback of the future. But listen, they got a lot of great weapons, a lot of really good weapons. You start off with Terry McLaurin, who's been a legit number 1 receiver since he's been drafted. They added Curtis Samuel, who's like a Swiss Army knife at wide receiver. I really like the Adam Humphries pickup, and then they drafted Dyami Brown, a speedster that could stretch the field. And then they still have Logan Thomas and Antonio Gibson. Washington's got weapons. Washington, they got a legit squad, and this will not be an easy game going to Washington week 2. But I'm excited. I think it's very plausible that the Giants may start out the year 2-0. But this is not going to be an easy matchup. They're facing 2 legit defenses to start the year, much like last year. But I think the offense is going to take a big step up. I was on Logan's Giants Zone channel yesterday, and I made a proclamation. The Giants will finish with a top 10 total offense and a top 5 total defense. And if those wishes come to the front, I think the Giants are going to win about 12 games this year. I really do. And to start the year 2-0 is a great way to start. But again, Denver and Washington are not going to be a cakewalk. These ball clubs have real defenses. Real defenses, especially up front. And then you add Denver. They've upgraded their secondary by a mile. They drafted Patrick Surtain. They went and got Kyle Fuller. They added another corner. I'm going to look that up actually real quick, because I know they wound up signing a bunch of corners. Broncos free agency. No, here we go. Yeah, as I mentioned before, they traded for Teddy Bridgewater. They signed Kyle Fuller, Kareem Jackson. They brought back Ronald Darby, who they got from Washington. And then they went ahead and drafted Patrick Surtain. So they got 3 legit corners. inside and out. Again, Kyle Fuller, freaking Ronald Darby, and then they added Patrick Surtain. So their secondary is going to be no laughing matter, and you still got Von Miller and Bradley Chubb in the middle of that defense. Denver is not going to be an easy out. With Vic Fangio as their head coach, this is not going to be an easy game to start out week 1. Giants' offensive line is going to be tested, and our new receiving core is going to be up for a challenge. But I'm excited. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I'll be back later on today to react to the rest of the Giants' schedule. Again, we're facing Denver week 1. It's at MetLife. And then we travel to Washington week 2. It's going to be a very interesting year, guys. Again, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.